watered down excuses. Slippery trespasser slithers into steal Sammy's sunny spot. And go Eagles!
Go Eagles! My name is Chris.
And I'm Bomber.
And you're about to listen to This Week in Sedgefield. Oh, you're right there.
Alrighty then.
You're right there.
I'm right here.
Oh, you're right.
I'm right here.
No, left out there. You didn't leave me out there. Yeah, you're right there.
Alrighty then. Are we starting then?
Apparently.
Apparently we're on record.
Oh, well, there we go. We've done it. Bomber, up on the front page, you've just got, it's such a great image, and I say it every single time, but whenever there's just a really striking kind of grabs your attention image, it's just really cool, and I really enjoy it. And the whole front page, well, not the whole front page, there are a bunch of other things on there, but the main story there is about something that I am quite confused about.
Oh, and so am I. Yes.
Hopefully less confused than I.
It's not often I use a question mark on the front page.
Oh, really? Just anywhere on it, even in the article?
No. I mean on the
That's
headline. That's
amazing. I'll check it out.
On the headline. Water crisis question mark, because... Yeah, we're all a bit confused about this.
Yeah, because there have been a slew.
A slew?
Not a sluice, okay? There's a link.
Slew.
There's a slew of messages of conserve water, and the reservoir is running really dangerously low. Critically low. That's dramatic language, right?
Yes.
And there might be water trucks that come and drive out, which happened.
Yeah, I mean, think of the poor frogs. Yeah,
I often do think of the poor frogs, not the affluent and wealthy ones. They're fine. They got their stuff sorted, so don't worry too much about that. Okay, so we've got this apparent or seeming crisis. Is it a water crisis?
Well, that's what we don't know. Okay,
so it's not yes or no. So it really is. Okay.
Last year, you and I both had a bit of a whinge because they upped our.
Yes.
Our municipality upped the stakes, if that's for want of a better word.
Yeah.
They changed us to drought level 2.
Yes.
Water restrictions level 3.
Yes.
So we've been on water restrictions level 3 for a long while.
Yeah.
At that time.
Mm-hmm.
And we had actually put a question to the municipality saying, why are we on water restrictions level 3? Because we've had quite a bit of rain.
It's been a very good rainy season. We've got the actual records that say this has been an excellent kind of wet season.
This was months ago. We asked them about it, and they said, "Oh, not only are you on water restriction level 3, we are now upgrading." Downgrading, sideways grading, who knows?
It's an upgrade for some.
Cheese grading.
Yeah, cheese grading.
Drought level 2, which means that if you don't use less than 20 kiloliters...
that was a funny way of saying that. If you use over 20 kiloliters, then they'll, in their latest newsletter...
They will hit you with punitive damages.
Yes. And in the newsletter, they say that they'll give you, they'll give you a call and talk to you about how you can reduce it. Switching off your tap.
Yeah, please turn your tap on. Yeah.
Please, could you stop it?
I originally read it as punitive costs, not punitive.
Of course you would, yeah.
Might tell us a joke or two. Anyway, this has been ongoing. We're still on these crazy
restrictions.
Punitive tariffs.
Mm-hmm. Which says don't water your garden, don't clean cars, don't.
If you don't reduce your usage by X amount, you're going to pay extra money.
A whole bunch.
So... We've been getting these, as you mentioned earlier, these warnings over WhatsApp messages and online and what have you, critically low reservoirs.
Yes.
So in 2008, 2009, we got to a stage, the Karatra River was so low.
Whoa.
We had to put a pipe in from the Hoogekral River.
Oh, really?
We had to drill boreholes that are still there today.
Wow.
And the worst, we had to truck in water from George.
Oh, George
so
water.
Imagine the cost of that. George water being trucked in, going up to our reservoirs, emptying it into our reservoirs, then going back. That's how desperate
That sounds
Sedgefield
emergency
was.
critical. Yes. Okay.
It was soon after that. A year after that, we built the infamous desalination plant.
Oh, yes.
Which is, talk about white elephants.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, let's not even go there.
Yeah, no.
So, okay, back to this moment now. Well, this last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We've been getting these critically low warnings.
Yeah.
Be very careful with your water.
Yeah.
What have you?
And why? Why? Okay.
We're saying why?
Yeah.
Hang on, there's rain. So we had a feedback award two
with Cleone,
in the hall
yes.
with Cleone and the MM
Yes.
and some of the other.
It was great that he showed up.
team.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, nice to have an MM there. That was really cool. And everything. Look, there was various, not a big crowd of people there. I think people have kind of given up hope, which is a bit sad.
That is.
But there was talk about the potholes and which. Well,
I heard from the recording you sent me, a little bit about potholes, and then you asked about this water crisis.
Yes,
and then what did Cleone say?
That aside, I was just thinking, if we harvested the water in all the potholes, we could solve this problem.
Oh man!
Anyway, so no,
your local dam.
The question of the water was raised by a number of people because we want to know how bad things are.
Yes.
We know, well, for years we haven't been able to water our garden by hose pipe.
Yeah, and no one's been doing that.
Luckily, there's enough rain to water the garden, which is kind of strange. Nobody washes their cars with hose pipe anymore. We're not emptying and filling our swimming pools because, most of us don't have them.
Exactly,
But are we now at a stage where it's kind of, what do they call them? 30-second showers or 20-second showers?
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be taking our
that?
bath water out and throwing it out with the baby? Watering our gardens with that?
Yeah.
Are we on critically? And those were the messages. Critically low.
Yeah.
Critically low. So we want to know.
Yes.
So this was raised at the committee. And the municipal people were saying things along the lines of, well, one of the most important guys in the water, and I think it's the water and sanitation department.
Yes, yeah.
One guy died last year, and then the other guy has recently handed in his notice.
Ooh.
And so we need to fill those posts.
Okay, so is that where the issue is?
Well, then the deputy chair of the ratepayers, the Sedgefield ratepayers, said there is telemetry in those reservoirs.
Okay, so that's the readings of how much water is in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you don't have to climb in there with a long stick.
You don't have to, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Stick games.
Stick games. So you I don't know how it works, but I'm sure it's connected to your computer.
Yes.
And you look it up and you say, we're down to 30% or 20% or 50%, whatever. And they told us, no, the telemetry needs either an update or an upgrade.
Okay.
Yes,
we spoke about that and we weren't quite sure what it was.
We weren't sure what they said.
Yeah.
I want to go back and listen to the recording. I think it was update.
Okay.
But either way, it either needs an upgrade or an update.
Yeah.
And they said a tender has been issued for that.
Oh.
So
is it a critical tender? Because we should get moving on that. If it's critical for all of us, it should be critical for that.
It should be, yeah. Well, the counter question from Andy Bruff, the deputy.
Uncle Andy.
Yeah. Was, can you tell us at any time what the levels are?
Yes, that's important data. That's what the telemetry. That's what the system is there for. Yeah.
Can you phone someone now, or can you? And the answer was no.
See, that's problematic.
It's hugely problematic.
Because
we've got these.
But then,
huge
how can
reservoirs.
you say that? But then, how do we know that the pressure that it's nearly empty? How can you say that then if we don't know?
We don't know. Yeah. So the next thing brought up was we wanted a definitive answer.
Yeah.
Is the water crisis because of lack of water coming into the system?
Yeah.
As in, are the rivers running low?
Yeah.
We had a warning. We had a warning at the end of Feb. We're in the middle of March now. End of Feb, they sent us a warning saying Karatra river is almost going over the Karatra Road.
Whoa.
Drive carefully across there.
Yes, yeah.
It's
I mean,
almost there. It's
often floods,
almost, dare I say, flooding.
Flooding, no, it was,
over the causeway.
Yes.
So in the back of our minds, we're remembering this and say, wait, where is this?
Yeah.
So the water crisis we are thinking is not because of lack of water. It's because of lack of infrastructure.
Oh.
So that's what we want, a definitive answer. We want to know what's the cause of this so-called crisis.
Oh, man.
And how much do we know about that? What level of crisis is there?
Oh, yeah.
But we don't know.
We don't know.
Because we don't have the telemetry.
Yeah, can't figure it out. And what I'm kind of gathering from all of this, and I've still got to do a good read through of the front page here, is that there aren't real answers for how this is going to be resolved, if it is resolved.
Well,
you've gotten you sent great detailed questions from this meeting and to the municipality to ask, okay, help us out. What exactly is going on? And because of this and this and this, and a nice chain of questions. And you've got something a little bit kind of
very
indistinct.
Short answers.
Thanks for the message, lol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot, bro.
So they did send the one this as you say, I sent questions following the meeting. I sent questions to the municipality saying, come on, give us some detail here. How desperate is it?
Yeah.
Are we telling people to shower together? Are we supposed to be
even strangers? That's how
putting buckets buckets in our showers to catch the water?
Oh my!
All these things. If we're in a desperate situation, we will do these things because we
need to. We know that's what the community does. Community gets together.
Yeah.
No, we do.
But we need to know.
No, we do.
The answer that came from the municipality after these long questions was the recent water interruption in Sedgefield was due to high usage, load shedding, and a faulty generator. Yeah,
you see, that's not quite what we're asking. Even I don't know. Maybe that's.
I don't want to point fingers, but I think it's lame.
Yeah.
No, really. Because it suggests to me.
I honestly think that's fair.
It suggests to me. It uses the word was.
Yes.
So it suggests to me there's no problem anymore. Yeah. The recent water interruption. Now,
for
weeks,
that's not what you asked.
We've been getting those messages for weeks. But the recent water interruption was due to high usage, load shedding, and a faulty generator.
So that's something completely different.
So doesn't that suggest that it's all okay now?
Yes. But then why are we still getting more?
Then they said currently 3 of our 6 boreholes are fully operational. So that's
we're on 50%. That's a governmental 50%. Pass.
Yes, that's a pass. We are prioritizing replacement and repair of the non-functional boreholes to restore our infrastructure to optimal capacity.
Yeah.
And then we have the political speak. To address these challenges comprehensively, we have outlined a detailed plan focusing on infrastructure maintenance, system upgrades, and contingency strategies. This plan is incorporated into the current budget to ensure timely execution.
I mean, that's very non-committal. We've got a plan. But I mean that's been the sort of the saying from when there were the threats from province, from Uncle Anton Bradell. Saying
if sorry I interrupted you there.
Not at all.
If my wife asked me to pick up various things from the shop on the way home, and I forgot half of them.
Yes,
I tend to do. I might say, I'm sorry about this, but to address this challenge further and more comprehensively, I am going to outline a detailed plan focusing on the maintenance of grocery amounts, and I will incorporate system upgrades on my phone and
she'll cheer you on for that.
Contingency strategies so that I don't forget the groceries and the milk and the eggs.
Yeah, no, not going to be very helpful. Hey, you know what? Let's talk about something nice that's happening in and around Sedgefield and a big part of our community, and that is the Eagle Stars having their next game. This is our local rugby team.
It's this Friday.
It's this Friday. If you're listening to it on the 15th or the 16th of March, sorry, you have missed it, but hopefully you have seen the results.
Oh, yeah, but if you're listening to it
on
tomorrow,
Friday.
which is when you're going to get it. That's when it's going to be released.
Yeah.
Then it's tonight.
Yes, there we go. So Friday the 14th of March at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. at the sports grounds in Smutsville.
In Smutsville, yeah. Which is going to be
there
great.
or be square.
Yeah, we're going to be there. A bunch of us are going to be there.
Effort.
And it's going to be really good fun. We are super duper looking forward to that. That's not our only animal visitor that we've had around. You had a story of a glorious snake. And, and a fantastically alliterated headline for it. Which I absolutely love it when you whip those out.
Yeah.
So was this in someone's house?
Yes. So the headline, I have to read it.
Oh, yeah,
Slippery trespasser slithers in to steal Sammy's sunny spot.
Oh, so good.
So good. Trust in me.
Yeah, yes, there it is.
Okay, so.
Yeah, what happened?
A lot of people out there will know the owner of this house. His name is John Archer, but his claim to fame was he was the lead guitarist and singer for Cloud9 Band.
Of course. I wanted to ask about them, but very quickly, we didn't plan this. But are they, I know they planned retirement. Are they still going to do a last show?
Semi-retired.
Okay.
Maybe, but I don't.
Okay.
I think they've still got last shows to do.
Oh, good. I hope so. It'd be cool to see them.
Interestingly, I'll get back to the interestingly bit later. So they live on Charles Tovater.
Okay.
On the island.
Yes.
So he was watching TV very similarly to how I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the couch with one shoe on. Yeah.
Yes. Thinking deep thoughts. And then he was brought back to consciousness slowly because he could hear this barking. Yes, this
barking. Yeah.
Barking going on. It's like an alarmed bark.
That wasn't a snake.
So he opened his eyes and he saw his dog. So as he was waking up, the acceleration of wakefulness was increased.
Ooh.
Because his wife
was barking. That's generally that'll do that.
She was barking mad.
Oh,
she was very scared and she shouted, "John, there's a snake!" And she wasn't watching National Geographic at the time.
What should be?
He looks up and there's his dog, a rescue pit bull.
Yeah.
Barking at a huge puff adder that has come into their lounge and curled up next to their table.
You're sleeping. Change the channel, John.
Trust in me. Yes. So he's like, whoa. Yeah. And look, we've got a photograph.
Oh, it's horrifying. It's excellent. Yeah. Very, very cool, but horrifying.
And he had the forethought to grab his dog by the back.
Oh, good. Okay.
And just haul it, because this dog was like
pit
going
for
the snake.
Really.
So he got the dog and he rushed. Him and his wife rushed to the bedroom with the dog, and his wife checked the dog over. No bites, no nothing. Okay. Phew, thank goodness. Yeah. And they quickly phoned. Who you gonna call? Snake Busters! Hey! Of course, our fire department. They're
AKA
great.
Snake Busters. They're absolutely fantastic. In fact, I saw in the edition there was a thank you from one of the letters that somebody wrote in, and I just wanted to echo that.
Yes,
I'm just saying, hey, we love them. We are so stoked with them. Yeah. It was some lady
her
running
husband had collapsed a number of times over the certain months. Shame he passed away recently.
Oh, really? Okay.
But she just wanted to thank them because they'd always rushed around to help.
Even late at night, kind of early hours and all that. Just so great to hear.
Yeah. So they rushed around. Well, when they got hold of them, they said, "Okay, keep your dog away, obviously, and watch the snake."
Yes, they've said that to us as well.
Important thing,
yeah.
Because if you don't watch it, it slithers off.
And who knows where it goes?
It might lie underneath your oven because it's a bit warmer there.
Yeah,
or
that's true.
Crawl into your pantry.
Ew, or into your pant. which would be
jean pant.
You might notice that one. Yeah.
Yes. So he goes back to his lounge and he sits there at a safe distance, but on a chair.
Switches the TV off. Watch the snake rather.
And the snake was watching him.
Whoa.
And he said, but there was a sense of calm. So he took out his phone and took a picture of the snake.
Well,
which is the one he sent to the paper.
Yeah, and it's a good one.
It's a good sized snake. And
horrifying.
He said, someone later said to him, "Wow, that's quite a sharp picture." He said, "My phone camera obviously has a
a shake reduction,
thing." Yeah, and they basically came. The fire department arrived quite quickly. Picked up the snake with long tongs, I'm sure.
Yes.
And
they got that
into a tube.
Yes, a long tube. Yeah, we've seen that because we've had a few. I mean, two.
Okay.
But we had one big one here in the corner of our garden.
So they put it in a tube. Why a long tube?
Because snakes are quite long and round.
Yeah, but I would have thought they would put them in a bucket. But I suppose
it's like a bucket, just longer, so that it doesn't get all scrunched up, and maybe that's what would cause it. Yeah. So I think when it's there, then it can't coil back.
Spring up and knock the lid off.
Yeah. No, but they're very good with these devices, these tongs of theirs.
Okay.
They are.
Do they
absolute
do that
magicians.
little braai thing where you go tick tick
tick tick? Check it out.
The braai's ready. Tick tick. The
there you go.
Ready.
That's how you know. Steaks are all ready from the oven. Yes.
I said I'd come back to it.
Oh, yes.
The interesting thing is, where do snakes get released when they take them from the village?
Oh, I know of two places. Well, I can only think of one, yes.
The one is Cloud9.
Yes, that's the one that I know about. Yeah.
So Cloud9 snake... John Archer from Cloud9.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
His snake went up
to Cloud9.
Yes, maybe the snake got it wrong. Yeah, the snake probably went on Google Maps and said, "Oh, Cloud9. Yeah, my wife's been taken to Cloud9." And John's house came up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it went to his house. Looking for his wife. Yeah. Who knows?
That's very funny. Hey, one quick thing. We had in the comments from one of the previous episodes I think it was from the political podcast, which we'll mention at the end. But someone was saying that there are some politics around the paragliders and I think their ability to paraglide. Now I don't have anyone who I can actually I do have someone who I can speak to about it.
Wow.
But if whoever's listening, we tried to comment back and didn't hear back from that, but please do let us know because that impacts a lot of people, and I just absolutely love driving into our town and seeing those good 20, 30, 50, however many paragliders. It's so iconic of our town. Absolutely love it. So please do let us know about
what
that.
the politics are.
Yeah, if there's something, maybe a new restriction, maybe in the air you're supposed to stay on the left-hand side of the sky, but people have switched over to the American right-hand side.
You might have to look to a higher authority. I don't know. Yes, Who knows?
Whatever floats your boat. Yeah. Okay, but let's talk about now quickly. We saw on one of the Dune groups. We saw more about animals. We've got a bit of an animal theme going over here. An animal that is up on the dune. Now, this is the dune in the informal settlement, if we call it that. Is it? On the dune of between Smutsville and Groenvallei, Meeringsried?
I mean, there's quite a few informal settlements in Smutsville.
Yeah, there is a forum for the informal settlement.
Yes, there is a forum, informal settlement forum.
Yeah.
But that's the one, the hot potato one.
Yes.
Which has been ruled in court of law that is illegal and that the municipality should be upholding the law.
Yeah, has electricity. Also there were people kind of voicing their concerns because it seemed like there were some animals being kept there. We know about some goats. I mean, I've seen them up on the dune, but this was a bit of a pig pen.
A pig pen, yes.
Pig pen. Not a drawing one. They're terrible at drawing.
No.
They paint better.
Not a pencil, a pen.
No.
So that's came up on one of the Dune groups.
Yes,
a little worrying.
It is
because domestic animals in I believe Sam Sedgeville Animal Matters did go and have a look to make sure the animals weren't being mistreated, which they weren't.
No, all clean, all good.
But
they're happy with that.
It's not Sam's jurisdiction to talk about
to sort
farm
that out.
animals. They can't. That has to be a law enforcement issue.
And it really on that group again, every now and again, it just sort of explodes with a bunch of information. And there was just a great concern about a few images that were shared. Now,
this is on the WhatsApp group.
This is on the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
For the Sedgefield Dune. There are a few of them, and we're going to mention the other one now. But just of some really poorly connected transformers, electrical things that would be running in an informal settlement in a location.
In an actual tin house.
Shack. If we can, I'm sure we can call it that. Still a shack. So it was in there, and then people, saw this and were immediately like, "What is that happening? That is a huge fire hazard, a massive issue." But then it came back around. All the images deleted and everything now. That it was just sort of shared from someone else's status. It's happening somewhere
else.
Yeah.
We think in South Africa, but we're not even sure of that.
No.
It's so dangerous sharing stuff like that,
so
especially
on
on specific groups. So this group is a specific one to monitor the building on the Dune.
Yes, and all those issues.
And to call law enforcement in because there is a court order. We've gone over that ground so many times. It was a bit of a mistake.
It was a mistake, and it was good. It was a very good acknowledgement of the mistake as well.
Yes,
and I hope graciously received and well handled thereafter. That it was, hey, please, we really got to be careful that we rein this in. That it is relevant just to that. One of the great ways that we can look at help solving this issue or arriving at something that could help with the issue. There's the other WhatsApp group, which is from the Dunes and Their People project, which is in collaboration with SSSSnake. I can't remember what that is, but it's from but from the Nelson Mandela University, and they are having a futures workshop on the Friday the 21st of March from 9 until 4 at the Smutsville Community Hall, where all change makers are being kind of called. I saw that. So that's a great little thing that say, hey, we have a lot of people who are really passionate about this. Let's try to not send messages. Let's see what we can really do to interact with the other people there, and see if we can do just something about this, man.
Make a plan.
Something about it. Okay, before we go, we've started the political podcast, which has been really interesting to engage with people about it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. There was quite a lot of political news last week. There's been a little bit. So do you want to give us just like a 10-second summary?
A little bit. Yesterday, the deputy mayor Alberto Marbi resigned.
Yes, which is quite big.
Yeah, that is quite a big thing, but
a bit confusing because he was the mayor like 2 weeks ago.
Yes, but we've got no more info. He wasn't ousted.
No,
he actually resigned. The talk at the meeting was that he may be getting involved in the district municipality, but I don't know if that's as in working for the municipality or in a political arena.
Yes. We
anyway,
don't quite know yet.
Alberto Marbi was the
PBI. Is it?
The PBI?
Yeah.
That's right. He was the PBI councillor. I don't know if he's giving up. Well, I would imagine he's giving up his council seat as well.
Yes. No, it seems so. Yeah, because he's going to move out. He said to other sort of political spheres or something.
I suppose what we would have to. I think he must have been a proportionally elected councillor, which means he doesn't. He doesn't actually have a ward.
Yes,
he's proportionally.
Because
they didn't mention any ward by elections.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll get more info on that.
That's it, and that's what we want to say.
And then there was Mark Willems being elected onto MPAC. But we'll talk more about that.
I think we'll probably have enough for next week, and then we'll jump in. If you've got any questions for your councillors for the municipality, we've got access to it, and you especially have got a lot of numbers. You got the secret number. You've got the secret numbers. You got the button that you push, and it alerts all of them that you have a question that they can answer in a lame fashion. But that does it for us for this week.
Yes,
it was great to chat about. Lots to think about. Lots to do. And
one more thing before we run out of time. We have in the past mentioned our own debate, our Trump like him or dislike him debate that we were going to have. Folks, we've decided to put that a bit on hold. Because, for now. Yeah, for now.
Let's call it for now.
Because there's been some really really hot, fury-causing things going on.
And also some good things.
But it...
Yeah?
Yeah, we decided it should be put on hold for a while until the world settles down.
So that'll be in about 40 or 50 years.
Yeah, about then. Yeah.
We'll
4:30
get there. Yes, yeah.
4:30 when the world settles down.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be on time.
On that date.
Awesome, but that does it for us for this week. Bomber, thanks so much for the chats.
Thank you. It's been real.
Always.